Okay, guys, we are back. It is time for Steins Gate. Dark Deity ran a little bit late, so I pushed back the start time of Among Us to like 8:15. We will get around 3 hours in tonight, and then another slightly longer session tomorrow, but I think 3-hour increments of this game might be a smart choice. Steins Gate, where you at? There you are. Okay, cool. There we go. Alright. So last time on Steins Gate, the worst possible thing happened, and that is we went to a maid cafe. And our weird main character, we think, is traveling or in an alternate timeline. So he sent a text message from the future to his buddy, but in this timeline, that weird internet guy who's an urban legend didn't show up. Weird shit like that. I hope the game gets good today. Well, probably not. But let's see what happens in the next 3 hours. Woohoo! Oh. I fucked up. That is not what we wanted to click. We wanted to click load. Let's just restart every time we play, yeah. And then we'll speed through. Oh, thank you. I will continue playing Honkai then. Oh, oopaw. Okay. Ew, look at this thumbnail. Ugh. Speed through, but then slow down at the maid cafe parts, obviously. Ugh. Well, we're still in the maid cafe, so... Sorry for the wait, Daru. So, there's one thing I need to know. It's so hard to choose who's the worst character in this game. Yeah, I think so far it's possibly Daru. Why is his neck like this? It's just otaku things. I scan the area with my eyes once more, then I lean in close. The IBN 5100 has the power to destroy the world, right? What? It doesn't have the power to do anything, let alone destroy the damn world. What's this, nya? The world's gonna be destroyed, nya? Ferris brings my omelet rice. She's doing her cat-like gestures while keeping her tray balanced on one hand. True feline agility. Despite her Nyanyanian nonsense, Ferris is the consummate professional. Master, thanks for waiting, Nyan Nyan. Omelet rice, Nyan! The cat girl puts the omelet rice on the table and then takes a bottle of ketchup from her apron pocket. She uses it to write, "The world is doomed," in red letters upon the omelet's blank yellow canvas. Please enjoy the meal before the world ends. Whoa! The world is doomed? For the win! Ferris's handwriting is so cute, it puts my omelet in danger too! It appears the cuteness has shattered Daru's sanity. I give him a look that says calm down, but to no avail. I smooth out the ketchup with the bottom of my spoon, erasing the ketchup's words. Oh, what a waste! I'm going to eat it either way. Darunyan, have you considered participating in the Ferris Cup? Yeah? Yeah, of course I'm participating. Ferris Cup? What's that? I take a mouthful of omelet rice. Next Sunday, we're hosting a Rynet tournament at the cafe. Yeah! Ferris starts dancing in place. I prefer she not jump around like that when people are eating nearby. Ferris is the event organizer. It's all my idea. Nyan! You can participate too if you want, Kyoma. Entrance fee is 1,000 yen and includes a drink. Whoever beats Ferris gets to enjoy some of Ferris's home cooking. Nya! It'll never happen. Ocarine sucks at Rynet. What the hell is Rynet? Yeah, but it's so fun. No, I'm fine. I stop shoveling the omelet rice into my mouth. Then I deliver a melancholy sigh. Rynet Access Battlers, huh? Whenever I hear that name, I remember the former champion. Has it already been 2 years? No, it's nothing. Forget what I said. Nya nya? That sounded so serious, nya. Who was the former champion, nya? He probably doesn't exist. I mean, Rynet didn't even have official tournaments until about a year ago. Kyoma, you still can't forget him, can you, nya? Huh? What? I remember that you and the champion, my brother, were such good friends, Kyoma. You were so close it made me jealous. Nya! Steins Gate workout stream? Oh, lord. Well, knock yourself out, John. And enjoy the Steins Gate podcast, which is obscenely anime. Damn it, she took my story and ran with it again. I never even said anything about him being her brother. Hell, I don't even know if Ferris has siblings. This is why Ferris is good. I do like that she's as insane as the MC, and he's intimidated by it because she does what he does. Actually, Marissa, the more I read this, the more I do fear that I am the MC, but I'm not this far gone, I don't think. Not usually, anyway. Sometimes when I'm unhinged. I shouldn't have talked about stuff like this in front of Ferris. But it's time to let go of the past. Seize the day with your own paws. Her shout resounds throughout the store. Her finger snaps at me. Even though it's painful? No. Because it's painful, I succeeded in my brother's dying wish and perfected my skills as a Rynetter. Nya! Do you remember, Nya? He always used to say, someday let's bring peace to the world with Rynet. Ferris, bring me my coffee. Nya nya? I present my empty plate to Ferris. I always eat quickly. It's a habit I picked up naturally during my years on the run from the organization. Screw the slow food trend. Sure thing, Master. Just a moment, yeah. Ferris takes the dish and heads back to the counter. Whew. If I had left things going as they were, I would have had to play along for another 10 minutes in her fantasy world. Ferris is one of the most skilled Rynetters I know. Daru explains with a wry smile. A weary smile? At least her inner monologue isn't delusional, yeah. Except when I'm being extra. Then I just make stuff up, and I tell it to people, and then they're like... She's gone undefeated in over 400 unofficial matches. Is she Rickson Gracie? Daru ignores my perfect retort. It's so disappointing that Ferris doesn't go to official tournaments. She'd win if she did, no doubt. I made up a whole backstory about Becca's mother. What was her backstory? She was a witch. Something about the church. Yeah. Yeah. That Melty Blood was the inspiration for all the weird shit that we used to talk about in high school. Remember the walking around to hunt the vampires? We did good work back in the day. Why doesn't she? Someone had to protect the town. I'm sure it's for the customers. She probably doesn't want to inconvenience the store. Truly a model maid. Those were the days. Yeah, Jordan, remember those good old days? I see you were following us when we were on the hunt, Jordan. Yeah. It's funny looking back on that too, though, Marissa, because I'm sure that lots of people saw us walk there all the time, and they're just like, wow, those kids are weird. Is this the maid cafe? Yes. And we're currently sitting here with the worst character, Daru. He's just a big nerd. We felt your presence always? Yes. Kids are weird, so it's fine? Yeah, I guess. Me and Marissa were in high school, and we used to just walk around this, like, nicer area of town at night all the time. They were glad that we weren't doing drugs or alcohol. Yeah, we just walked around places. Also, she's Mayushi's age, so she probably has school too. Who was Len? I don't think there was a... No. There was no succubus in my weird story. There was a very unassuming girl in the grade below mine, though, and I was telling Marissa that she's a vampire. So we had to keep watch of her house in case if she made a move. She was basically Satsuki. That was the inspiration. She was accidentally turned into a vampire. And that's why she was a wreck in school. Yeah. There was also the school librarian was really rude, and she was like publicly very religious, so I made up that she was like the head of like this occult church, and her daughter was an exorcist who is also friends with us in the drama club. See, it was just this weird web of things that were like mostly Melty Blood references, but I was transposing them onto random people that were in my high school. And if you asked me about any given thing, I would just like spout a story, kind of like this main character does. Yeah, I was the MC, obviously. I had no powers, just a sense of justice. Yeah. That is an unnerving emote, Ifrit. Very anime, very weird. Good memories, though. You know what it really was, though, is Marissa played along with all of my weird shenanigans. So we could run around and, like, reference things to each other in front of people, and they would just be, like, confused and like, what are they on about? And everybody wishes that they were as cool as us. Because they weren't as funny or creative. Anyway. Also, she's Mayoshi's age, so she probably has school too. Yeah, they were jealous, yes. She doesn't want to inconvenience the stores, yet she's holding the Ferris Cup here. That doesn't matter at all. Point is, Ferris is cute, and cuteness is justice. Cute cat-eared maids are sweet, if you know what I mean. That's all that matters, right? So in the end, do you bet for the 2D team or the 3D team? I dare say I'm bi.
Oh my. Get me out of here, 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 get me out of here!
You're an inspiration, Daru. I know, I'm just too awesome. Daru usually doesn't show enthusiasm for anything. The exceptions are Moe and Ferris. I wish he were this passionate about our experiments. I had to pull Daru away from Ferris so we could return to the lab. We arrived to find it hotter than a sauna in hell. I quickly opened the windows, letting a small breeze blow in. It won't be enough. I flip our fan to full power and place it on the table in front of me. I really wish we had an air conditioner. He reminds me of one of my old roommates. Oh, Daru does? Oh no. Do necks actually come that size? Because his is like... It's like a collar. I turn on the computer. Oh, heck. The neck... No, okay. This is our PC for communal use among lab members. It still uses an old CRT monitor, so it looks ancient. But don't let its looks deceive you. Our computer whiz Daru scrounged up some parts and made some mods to it. In any case, I don't spend much time on it. I mostly use it to update the Future Gadget Laboratories homepage, check my email, visit new sites, and browse channel. I wonder if the new Teeter is still posting. This is so Danganronpa. This screen, like at the very beginning of the first one. I see that everyone would like to know more about my time machine. I'm happy to explain it. Just so you know, it's impossible to reproduce with current technologies. Certain critical components won't exist until SERN invents them in 2034. Time travel works by altering gravity. Basically, you can think of it as using the twin paradox. But that alone isn't enough to reverse time. Still here, Faker? You're annoying. Go away. So your power is gravity control. Not bad, but still not good enough for top-tier power levels. Oh, Lord. Hi, Steven. Tutoru. Twin paradox? Is that like the Urashima effect? That's just slowing time down, not reversing it. Who gives a shit about the time machine? Give me stock prices. It uses Tipler, cylinders, and Kerr black holes, doesn't it? Just like you said 10 years ago. And your time machine is a 1970s Chevy. I know all of it. Keep the computer background? I know, it's freaking Ferris. At least it's not the Bumblebee. Yeah, that's true. It's not the Bumblebee Princess. I'm just holding on to hope, knowing that the game is gonna get good at some point. So we'll just power through the bad parts. Oh god, shut the fuck up, you disgusting chuny scum! The twin paradox and the Urashima effect are different things, duh. Time traveler, lol. John Teeter, lol. A Chevy's an American car, right? I'd rather go German with a BMW, lol. Prepare for murder tonight, Steven. By Tipler cylinders, are you referring to the Tipler machine? A Tipler cylinder would have to be 10 kilometers in diameter, 1,000 kilometers long, have mass equal to the sun, revolve 2,500 times per second to become a time machine. Or how do you fit that onto a Chevy? Even if you could, a Tipler machine can't travel farther back in time than the moment of its creation. Enough of your delusions. Channel is not your blog. I want to hear from John Teeter. This is a surprise. Does this mean people of this age already know about my time machine? Did you really encounter me 10 years ago? If so, then that must have been another world line. I, at least, have not gone to year 2000. In any case, the important point is that a rotating black hole has the same effect as a Tipler cylinder. You can learn more about Kerr black holes by studying the Penrose diagram or Tipler's calculations. My time machine works by generating a pair of Kerr black holes. So wait a minute. I thought... How come some people know that he showed up 10 years ago and some people don't? That's weird. In Japanese, please. Teeter came 10 years ago. Source. WTF are Kerr black holes, and explain using Booby's erotic one. Pay 1,000 yen to ride your time machine. Not a yen more. Source is Ho-san's Delusions. Real deal. He didn't deny it. LOL. All aboard Hoen's crazy train. Prepare for a train wreck. Kerr black hole time travel is theoretically possible, but how do you get black holes to spin? Don't tell me you wait until you find one spinning naturally. That's ridiculous. How do you pass through the singularity? There's no way a Chevy can withstand the pressure. Why the short explanations, John? You stupid? Wanna die? Still no stock prices? Crash. This isn't a delusion. I know for a fact that Teeter posted 10 years ago. Oh, because it was him that said it. I see. Yeah, that's what Marissa just said. You like these anime faces, Jordan? I know for a fact that Teeter posted 10 years ago. There's even a book about it. Search the used bookstores if you don't believe me. His Chevy has a gravity distortion unit. That's what he said 10 years ago. Yes, it does have a gravity distortion unit. My time machine is not perfect. It was built by a third party whose reverse engineered CERN's design. The gravity distortion unit is a little unstable. First, the unit produces a micro-singularity, then injects electrons to induce rapid rotation. This generates a local gravity sine wave. As the time machine passes through the singularity, the gravity distortion unit regulates the pressure to ensure safe passage. I'm not a specialist, so I cannot explain the mechanics further. Let me just say that Kerr black holes can be manufactured. I assume everyone's aware of CERN's current experiments with black hole creation. TLDR STFU. Unstable. Sounds dangerous. Oh fuck. Teeter's black holes are gonna swallow the Earth. He's not just a mass murderer, he's trying to wipe out the entire human race. Find his parents before it's too late. It's not that you won't explain, it's that you can't, LOL. How do you set the destination? The Earth is constantly moving, or didn't you know that? By the way, I propose the Teeter equals Hoenn theory, LOL. I set the destination with the VGL system. That's variable gravity lock. It functions by reading the local gravity of the destination and locking the Tipler sine wave onto that location. By locking onto Earth's gravity, it ensures that I don't end up floating in space. It uses 4 cesium clocks to make the calculations, so the margin of error is negligible. Owen needs to shut up, LOL. I've never heard of Teeter from 10 years ago. So the universe is deep in Teeter's shit. The same information was in the Teeter book. All you've done is post 10-year-old copy pasta. Anyone could do that. How do I know you're the real Teeter? Jontan So Moe, my waifu. I recognize different opinions. I'm feeling more and more disappointed. Still nothing concrete. Nice try, I guess, but I won't be fooled. Whoa, I shouldn't waste all day on channel. We have more important things to deal with. Namely, the phone wave, subject to change. We haven't experimented with it since yesterday. It's high time I figure out what's going on with that thing. Earlier, I asked Daru to connect the phone wave, name subject to change, to the computer. He finished setting it up yesterday, and now it's about to do quick wire work in the... He's about to do quick wire work in the development room. Hey, Daru. What's with the X68000? I mean, it's a 20-year-old machine with specs lower than my cell phone. It's cool, duh. So it's like the reason why some protagonists are odd-eyed, even though they're Japanese? Not getting you, bro. It's cool. It's cool, then it's cool. Anyway, there wasn't much of an option. This was the only PC we weren't using. What about your new one? No way. We don't even know what could happen when it's connected to your crazy machine. It could kill the performance. Selfish bastard. Besides, we made the phone wave name subject to change together. It's our crazy machine. Anyway, did you do anything... Oh, did you do any research on jellification? Yeah, at the university this morning. Why would a banana jellify? What kind of science are we dealing with here? I examined a sample under a microscope and found it was shredded at the molecular level. Shredded? Oh, how do we pull up our... You're more perceptive than I thought, Nya, so now that you understand what's at stake, the Red Southern Cross will soon hatch, Nya. The time has come for Ferris to journey to the sanctuary and prepare for... I can say no more. Nya. It's not a mere phase transition. The banana became something entirely different. Could it have rotted? Nah, there's no way 2 minutes in the microwave could do that. Then I remembered about fractal structures. The Menger sponge thing? Yeah. It looked like something drilled holes into the banana. An infinite number of holes in a fractal pattern, right down to the nano level. Whoa. What could do something like that? I have one hypothesis. Adding a dramatic pause to build tension. Taru gulps, waiting for me to continue. It's the result of the microwave's electromagnetic waves. What does that mean? If my guess is correct, then our phone wave, named subject to change, has the potential to become a weapon of unprecedented destructive power. One that could change the face of war as we know it. I twist my lips into a maniacal grin. Then I whip out my phone and put it to my ear. It's me. We're proceeding to stage 2 of the plan. Soon they will learn that Judgment Day is near. All shall be as Steins Gate wills. Resistance is futile. El Sai Kongru. Quit talking to your imaginary friend. I'm done with the wiring. I want to explain that he's not imaginary, but revealing the identity of my contact would be a betrayal. The last thing I need is another enemy, especially one whose power and cunning rivals that of the organization. The phone wave, named subject to change, is now an indecipherable mess of wires. All we did was hook it up to the computer, yet it turned out like something MacGyver would put together. Now we can access the microwave's terminal mode and see exactly what's going on in its computer brain. Well, what's next? We have bananas. Just before I left May Queen Nyan Nyan, Mayuri asked me to buy some bananas. With her money. She's too nice for her own good. Or maybe she didn't even consider what would happen. By now you'd think she'd know that if I buy bananas, I'm going to experiment on them. And so I put the entire bunch of bananas into the phone wave, named subject to change. Yeah, I was like, didn't you say... Marissa said John Teeter was like a real internet legend? So it's weird that they're not actually gonna say MacGyver, they instead said McDiver. That's why I kind of was like, huh? You know Mayushi's gonna cry if you use them all, right? Wasn't it her money? She donated that money to our research efforts. You don't have to use the whole thing. One is enough. One. Daru retrieves the bananas, peels one of them from the bunch, and sticks it in the back of the phone wave. Name subject to change. We'll never reshape the fabric of society as long as money dictates the limits of our science. You're the only one who wants to reshape society, Ocarine. He lost all enthusiasm the second we got back to the lab. What a fickle man. Come on, start the timer already. Right. Now where did I put my phone? Phone. Right, where did I put my phone? Call complete. Instant access. I forgot it talks to us. The Mayushi guidance system. After pushing the number button, hashtag button, please enter the heating time in seconds. In hindsight, we should have made the Mayushi guidance skippable. Oh, is it pound? Having to wait each time is quite annoying. For example, press number 60 for 1 minute. It's finally over. Okay, entering 120 number. Complete. The turntable inside the phone wave, name subject to change, begins to spin backwards. 2 minutes sure is long. It doesn't actually have to be 2 minutes. Mayuri had the timer set to 2 minutes when she first discovered the freezing function, or whatever it is, so we're just reproducing that. Naturally, we have experimented with 60 seconds and 180 seconds too. If we set it shorter, the freezing time only goes halfway, if at all. Conversely, setting it longer increases the effect. You know, if the microwave's emissions are doing it, then shouldn't our cells be getting jellified too? While still looking bored, Daru finally gets into the discussion at hand. Well, have you ever nuked yourself inside the phone wave, name subject to change? I can't even fit in there. Anyway, what's your source on the electromagnetic waves? I mean, isn't that just common knowledge that microwaves have? If you must know, it's my mad scientist's intuition. Oh, so no facts. Edison once said, without 1% inspiration, 99% of perspiration is wasted. So, inventors of the world, be inspired. End quote. Wasn't it genius is 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration? Sorry to disappoint, but in recent years it's become common knowledge that it is a misquote. Ha ha ha! Edison said that? Be inspired? Yes. Be inspired, he said. I don't know if that was exactly what he said, but I'm sure it was something along those lines. At least, that's what the wiki said. Therefore, as a genius mad scientist, I am always The phone wave, name subject to change, rings. This is just going to jellify the banana like usual, isn't it? We need a new experiment. It feels like I wasted 120 seconds on nothing. Unless we open it and it's actually frozen this time. Daru opens the phone wave, name subject to change door, and peeks inside. What? What? He rubs his eyes, blinking several times, then resumes staring into the microwave. What are you doing? Well, it's... gone. Gone? What's gone?
バナナが
The banana. What is he talking about? I push Daru aside and look into the phone wave, name subject to change.
ない
It's gone. There's nothing inside. The banana has vanished without a trace. Is it under the plate? After a short pause to collect myself, I whip out my phone and speak into the silence.
俺だ
It's me. Slight problem. We have awakened something terrible.
とんでもないとんでもない
What do you mean, something terrible? I ignore Daru's panicked cry. I'm surprised too. My heart's pounding. But I try to appear calm.
今すぐに
I'm invoking emergency order 666. Activate the cold heart protocol.
何
What? What do you mean we need congressional approval? There's no time, you fool. Tokyo will be blasted to atoms.
この国が吹っ飛ぶぞ
I put my phone away after yelling. You should be an actor.
うるさいフェルスの総監
Shut up, you Ferris stalker. Where'd you hide the banana?
誰がストーカーだよ
Who's a stalker?
バナナを出して
Banana. Oh. Where is it? Are you planning on becoming a street magician or something?
隠したのはオカリンだろ
You're the one who hid it, aren't you? Uncomfortable silence. I realize my throat is dry.
なんで消えたんだよ
Where the hell did it go?
知らんがな
How should I know?
どこに行った
Where'd you go?
バナナ
Banana.
バナナ
We'll let him read that one. I take the turntable out of the microwave, scour every nook and cranny, and find neither the peel nor stem of the banana.
そうか
Wait, I think I get it now. It's not an electromagnetic weapon. It's a teleportation device.
テレポートが可能な電子レンなん
What?
てってそんな無茶
Wait,
な
that's absurd.
出なければこの密室から
How else could it have vanished? The microwave was closed. So, okay, are they... Here's what I'm wondering. Are they now going to be in a different timeline? And we're not going to realize until a little further after this point? Or did it literally just send the banana on some journey and leave us where we are? Because we weren't in the microwave. I guess we'll see.
ひとまず冷静になるべき
Maybe we should just calm down.
あ
Yeah, you're right.
そうだな
We each take a deep breath. Oh, I know. I'll eat one of the remaining bananas. That will calm me down. I reach for the bunch of bananas. What the? Impossible. Impossible! Not 3 minutes ago, Daru plucked a banana from the bunch and put it inside the phone wave, name subject to change. But now, there's no sign that a banana was ever plucked. Instead, a single jellified banana had appeared among the regular bananas. Hey, man, welcome back. Oh, shit! What the hell's going on? Daru notices it too. He reaches out to touch it, but I quickly stop him.
誰よ
Wait!
このラボに今
How many bananas are in the lab right now?
多分
Just these, I think.
このゲルバナがくっついているところは
Is this gel banana attached to the same stem as the banana you just picked?
わかんね
I don't know, man. I wasn't paying attention.
えこのゲルバナ
It doesn't look like it was ever
くっつ
plucked.
いてるな
No cuts or anything. Aside from the jellification, it looks completely normal.
なあだ
Hey, Daru, could this possibly be
もしかして
the word I spoke impulsively a few seconds ago? I hesitate to speak it again, but I must. Because no matter how unbelievable it may be, we saw it with our own eyes. My head's full of question marks. I don't know how this happened, but if I were to explain it as I saw it, the banana that was inside the phone wave, name subject to change, returned instantly to its bunch. In other words,
テレポート
a teleporter.
だったりするんじゃないか?
We've invented a teleporter! Oh? Oh no, she's back. I hear a girl's voice coming from the lounge. That looks like an interesting experiment. Who's there? My heart just skipped a beat. I turn towards the voice in surprise. Oh, it's her! And get pierced by a sharp stare. Impossible! What are you doing here? The 18-year-old genius girl, a sadist who humiliates men in public, also known as the zombie. Makise Kurisu. Nice exposition, bro. Who are you calling a zombie? What is the meaning of this? What is your purpose here? I'm here to see you, Okabe Rintaro-san. Or is it Hoin Kyoma-san? Wait, how the hell does she know my real name? I've never spoken it in front of her. I was right. You're one of the organization's top agents, an Esper with superhuman powers. No wonder you rose from the dead. I'm not dead, alright? Please stop killing me off. Hashida-san, can you do something about this guy? You came at a bad time, Maki-seishi. With Okarin freaking out like this, Daru doesn't seem fazed by this girl's entrance. Why? Have you betrayed me, Daru? Calm down, man. Are you being blackmailed? Or did she seduce you? I glare at Kurisu. He's my right-hand man. How dare you? You've crossed the line, bitch! Oh my. Get a hold of yourself. Kurisu's eyes flash dangerously, I think. Such intensity from an 18-year-old girl. Maybe she didn't resurrect after her first death. Maybe she's a robotic killing machine constructed to replace the dead Kurisu. Is that it? For now on, I'll do as I'm told. Hashida-san gave me the address after yesterday's lecture. He also told me your name. That's all? The truth is kind of a letdown. So you're here to see me, is that it? Oh, did she see our posts on channel? Is that why she's here? Yes, you claim to have seen me die. I came to see if that was the truth, or just a pathetic excuse to grope me. I came for the answer. Now that she mentions it, she did treat me like I was a perv yesterday. Well, I suppose I should be grateful that she didn't call the cops on me after what I did. But what choice did I have? Anybody would react the same way if a dead person reappeared before them, right? But your current behavior is all the answer I need. It was all an act to grope me. My initial hypothesis was correct. Not so fast. There's more to this than you know. I must clear my name or I'll be labeled as a perv forever. Anyway, let's put that aside for now. Really? That's a relief. I was sure she was going to call the police. But that for now part bothers me. Kurisu enters the development room with a quick, confident stride. Even though she's only 18, she's got a decent figure and good posture. Not much in the chest, though. Wow. Her presence seems to fill the cramped room, driving me and Daru to the corners. She can't tell this area's off limits? I haven't properly introduced myself yet, have I? I'm Makise Kurisu. Pleased to meet you. She holds out her hand. What is she trying to do? Shoot lightning from her fingertips? You can't even shake hands? Are all Japanese men this difficult? Shake hands? This girl genius is asking for a handshake? We only met yesterday, and just moments ago, she was on the verge of calling the cops. You're not Japanese? I've lived in America for 7 years. What about it? America. I look down at her slender fingers. Glossy, healthy fingernails. No unnecessary nail polish. I stare, fixated. Slowly, I extend my hand, making sure to keep enough weight on my heels so that I can flee at a moment's notice. I lightly grab the tip of Kurisu's index finger between my thumb and index finger, then instantly let it go. What's your problem? I can't feel your aura of malice. I can feel your aura of malice. You must be a powerful kung fu master. Don't be ridiculous. Then you're a ninja! Give it a rest. Damn, she's completely cold. Her tone gets scary sometimes, too. If you grew up in America, shouldn't you say, ha ha ha, nice to meet you, with a smile across your face when asking for a handshake? No, wait, you should be asking for a hug, right? Perhaps that's too much to expect from a killing machine. What kind of stereotype is that? Kurisu sighs. She's not even looking at me. Instead, she's staring at the bananas next to the phone wave named subject to change. The bananas, which have just exhibited a most unusual phenomenon. Of the bunch, one has been completely jellified. Fascinating. Kurisu brings her face closer to it to get a good look. Have any forceps? No. Oh. And then Kurisu stabs the gelatinous banana with her index finger. She buries her beautiful fingertip knuckle deep into slimy banana. What are you doing? That's precious data! It's squishy. Kurisu extracts her finger. Pieces of gel cling to her fingertip. She puts that fingertip onto her mouth without any hesitation. No taste. Gross. She says it with a straight face. You have quite the appetite, I see. A side effect of the resurrection, perhaps. If you're that hungry, I guess I could give you a banana or two. No thanks. Either way, those bananas are Mayushi's. Come, don't be shy. This is an offering. Take it. As if. Who would eat some perv's banana? A perv's banana? Daru starts shaking as if he's been electrocuted. Oh my Jesus. What's wrong? Eat a perv's banana. Squishy. Finger in mouth. Gross! With a sour expression. Looks like his cranial pervert processor is overclocking. Yeah, seriously. Can you say that one more time? With a more humiliated expression, if you please. Huh? Come on, say, who would eat some perv's banana, but if you could add an but it's so, after that, it could be extra delicious. Huh? Suddenly, Kurisu's face turns bright red. Oh, Daru, you may be a worthless, disgusting perv, but let me say, well done, sir. Payback is sweet. Now to follow up for maximum combo. Let's show this conceited little girl how true adults fight. So, Makise Kurisu, you just imagined something, didn't you? By all means, tell us what. Don't be shy! Why, you... Come on, say it, genius girl. What's the imagination of a genius like? I'd love to hear from you. I know, true adults, this guy. You ass. Kurisu turns her back to us with perked shoulders. Looks like she's capable of expressing human emotion after all. Hey, Ranger. That rules out robotic killing machine. Ah, I feel refreshed. I haven't felt this good in years. Way to go, Daru. That's my right-hand man. Always gets the job done. I get it, you're both pervs.
Yeah.
You having pizza, Ranger? It's okay, you can tell me. Well, you could say that. Don't admit it, you idiot. I don't want to hear that from you. Okay, if I came off as a little rude, I apologize. Kurisu sighs deeply and turns back to us. Yeah, nothing like a little sexual harassment to make yourself feel better. Like, what the... You had 2 pizza slices and got sleepy from the goodness, so did you take a nap? Among Us is in 2 hours, so you better be ready. Her composure has already returned. I was only acting that way because you molested me, but I'll ignore that for now. Jordan. Jordan, I think that means you want to play Among Us tonight, doesn't it? See you there. I wish she would stop saying for now. It's like she's gonna call the cops on me later. Hey! Please tell me what happened to this banana. I'd also like to hear about that. Kurisu glances at the phone wave name subject to change. That microwave thing. That's top secret. The one thing I'm cleared to share with unauthorized individuals is that its name is the phone wave name subject to change. I know, you said you don't like lying. That's fine, you can just play crew every game. Name subject to change? What's that about? Phone wave is weak. It needs a better name. I couldn't care less about its name. I'm afraid that's the only information you're cleared for. Hold on, Ocarine. Maki says she might be able to explain what's going on. Well, she is a genius. She would have to be able to defeat my sharp wit. We can trust her intellect, at least. But it's hard to stomach her attitude. Oh my. Yeah, if Ranger's LD player says that he's in Texas, it's a lie. She has danger written on her face. Not to mention, she's a little scary too. Then I get a great idea. That creepy grin. Are you thinking about perverted thoughts again? You had to Google what that was. I know sometimes Ranger uses some lingo that we don't understand. Why would that be? Anyways, guys, give me 2 minutes. I gotta go step away for just a second, but we'll be back. Sit tight.
Meow. Where are you? Hey!
Oh, hi. We're back. Thanks for waiting. Wow, that is almost like a jump scare, coming back to stream and having it be Daru. Happy Saturday. Yeah? Oh, I mean, nyan. Oh my god, Steven, let's be cat people when we're running around the kitchen in Among Us. And if anyone encounters us, they'll just hear us going yan 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 yan. And then if we're imposters, we'll kill them. Yes, the kitchen gameplay. We'll only... I was not the burger murderer.
Yes! Yes!
And we're only going to enact this plan if it's me and Steven both the imposters. So just remember this. It might come into play later. We could start our Nyan Maid Cafe in the kitchen. Right. We'll call it, My Queen Nyan Nyan. Is that what it was called? Anyway. You said your name's Christina, right? Who the hell's Christina? I never said that. Christina sounds like the name of a Hollywood film star. It definitely has more flavor than her real name. If you wish to learn the secrets of this microwave, then you must meet my conditions. Which are... Condition 1, you must become a lab mem. Ramen? No! Lab mem, stupid! Short for laboratory member. You mean you want me to join your research team? I'm supposed to return to America in August. I'll have you sign a non-disclosure agreement so you won't betray our secrets. Break the agreement, and I'll report your steamy, perverted acts to Science magazine. God. Okay, but like, this can't, that type of coercion can't work. Because there is no perverted act. Anyway, you're a monster, Ocarine. I'll take 5 copies. From the moment you become a lab mem to the moment of your departure, your brain shall be used for the benefit of our lab. You're so full of it. Let's see the contract then. What contract? This is a lab, not a corporation. I don't mind lending you my knowledge, but if there is more pervy nonsense involved, the answer is no. Don't worry, we don't bite. No more molestation? No, alright? You said that was condition 1, so there's gotta be a second one, right? It better not be... The second condition is that you overlook all past acts of molestation I may or may not have committed. Ocarine, you're so pretty. You're the prettiest person. You're so petty. You're the pettiest person I've ever met. That's why we love you. That's why we admire you. Shut up, Daru. You have no right to talk. By the way, Daru's perverted acts aren't included. You two can work it out yourselves. I know, I'm like, something about this is so wrong. What the hell, man? Those are the conditions. If you can't accept them, then you must leave at once. Heh. So what'll it be? I don't think it's a bad deal at all. You mean for you? Kurisu puts her fingers to her brow and shakes her head in an exaggerated gesture. Jeez, I feel like I'm hyper-secreting noradrenaline. Let me pick my jaw up off the floor. I don't care about your dislocated jaw. Do you accept the conditions or not? Answer me, Christina. Stop adding Tina. My name's Kurisu. Kurisu looks up at the ceiling to calm herself down. Does everyone in America make such exaggerated gestures? Sooner or later, she'll say, damn, or oh my god, or motherfucker. Okay, I accept. Good. Good answer. From this moment forth, you are Lab Mem number 4. Welcome, Christina, codename the Zombie. I won't answer to the either. Use my real name, Hoin. We spend a minute staring each other down. Kurisu's the first to look away. She does so in a way that says, good grief. You're such a child. You say something, genius perv girl? Come on, no more saying perv. I won't treat you like a perv either, so let's drop it already. Pangy is consorting with zombies now. I mean, he thinks she's a zombie, but she died in a different timeline. Anyway, Kuroi, we sent a banana through a space-time machine microwave, and now we're trying to figure out what's going on. As long as you understand. Now for the issue at hand. Daru, give Christina... No Tina, either. Give Kurisu-kun an explanation on our experiments so far.
I'm getting hungry.
But I refuse. In the end, I'm the one who has to explain. Along the way, I can relate the tale of my heroic deeds. Which enrages Kurisu, of course, but I finally tell her everything about the bananas and the phone wave, name subject to change. Kurisu doesn't ask any questions. She's quick to understand, as expected of a genius. Fascinating. Let's hear your opinion. I think we can at least throw out completely worthless theories like electromagnetic weaponry and teleportation. The lady doth protest too much. Can we run the experiment one more time? I want to see it for myself. Without waiting for our approval, Kurisu plucks an untouched banana and sticks it in the microwave, then starts entering the commands on her phone. It's strange. She's still wearing her usual frown, but I can't shake the feeling that she's really enjoying herself. I can't put my finger on why. Call it a hunch. But I mean, she is a scientist. Why shouldn't she enjoy experimenting? Okabe-san, Hashida-san, please watch the bananas. Who are you to give me orders? I am the mad scientist. Ho! Whatever, just keep your eye on the bananas. Okay, so she's a little snippy. Daru and I do as we're told and stare at the bananas. Truth be told, we were planning to watch the bananas anyway. After missing it the first time, we're determined to witness what transpired with our own eyes. 60 seconds have passed. Any change? Nope. Any second now, the jellified banana should reappear on the stem. If it only happens once, we could just call it an accident and be done with it. But if it happens twice, then that's proof that something's actually going on. And then Kurisu will have to admit that I, the great Hoin Kyoma, have invented humanity's first teleporter. I keep staring at the bananas in anticipation. 100 seconds. A few moments after Kurisu's report... Oh! A gel banana suddenly appears without a sound. Now there are 2 of them on the bunch. It happened faster than the blink of an eye. It appeared! I'm at a loss for words. I just witnessed the unthinkable. This phenomenon is clearly teleportation. The microwave timer chimes. Kurisu peeks into the microwave, stumped.
そっちはどうだった？
How does it look? Huh?
104秒経過した時に
At 104 seconds, it disappeared abruptly. Yeah,
消えちゃった
she's quite
いき
flustered.
なり
I don't think many people could remain calm after witnessing such a phenomenon.
やはりテレ
So it is a teleporter, the first in human history! Kurisu quickly calms down. She furrows her brow and crosses her arms, tapping her right foot as she mutters to herself.
北海道なんて
Teleportation, is that even possible? It did move, no matter how unbelievable that may be.
量子テレポート
Could it be a quantum teleport? No,
あれは量子
that only occurs on the quantum level.
現実から目を背けるな。
Don't avert your eyes from the truth. What you've seen with your own eyes is everything. She gives me a sharp look. Her eyes are like a sniper's, hard and keen.
本当にテレポートなの
Did it really teleport? It's dangerous to reason from the
ならば天才少女。
conclusion? Is that
今
what
の
she said?
現象は何だというのだ。
It's dangerous to reason from the conclusion. That's a weird sentence. Okay. Well then, genius girl, what do you call this phenomenon?
整理しよ
Let's sort this out.
うバナナの房や
Neither the banana bunch nor the frozen chicken teleported, correct?
例えば、
So, maybe there's a size limit for objects that can teleport.
唐揚げって
But aren't those chicken pieces smaller than bananas? She's saying not to assume, essentially. Right. We use the same chicken for each experiment. They come in 12 packs. Mayuri only buys her favorite, juicy chicken number 1.
そうなると結構な量
That's quite a lot then.
塩は塩でも
What
ちょっと
about
してみたん
salt?
でしょ
You experimented with salt too, right? We used a handful of table salt on a plate for one experiment. Nothing happened.
お皿が邪魔だったか
Maybe the plate was in the way.
もちろん皿なしの状態でも
Of course we tried it without the plate, but that didn't change anything.
だったら食塩について
Then
は
maybe
突
each
撃
individual
的
grain
に
of
進
salt
化
was
した
too
場合
small or
小さすぎる
something. I need a clue.
かかりが欲しい
Looks like our genius girl's fighting a hard battle. She starts pacing the room, looking a little annoyed.
他には電話レンジ
Anything
に
else? Have you noticed anything else about the phone wave?
電話レンジでもなく
Not
電
phone
話レン
wave.
ジ過去仮
Phone wave name subject to change.
どっちでもいいわよ
Forget about that.
どうなの
So, have you noticed anything or
あ
not?
るのないの
Kurisu's looking at Daru. Looks like she's asking him, not me. True, he should know more about the phone wave, name subject to change, than I do. He's done all the maintenance on it, after all.
ああそうだ
Alright.
一度
One time, it shot off a huge electrical discharge.
何
What? I didn't know about that.
オカリンがいない時だった
That's because you weren't around when it happened.
放電って
Discharge? How much?
この開発室が
It was like a fluorescent light lit up the development room. It lasted about 2 seconds, I guess.
どういう状況で起きたの
What were the
こい
circumstances?
つに繋いでる
I was adjusting the cell phone attached to it. I unhooked it and put my own in. A little bit later, Sparky Spark.
それはいつのことだ
When was that?
昨日の昼だよ
Around noon yesterday, when you went to see Dr. Nakabachi's presentation. Wait, I thought... Elsai Congru, welcome back, Hebi. Is it weird that I keep expecting Itaru to... You want him to have a gorilla fursuit mask? Okay, Hebi? Kuroi, I mean? Okay, wait. I thought that in this timeline, Nakabachi's presentation was canceled, and they all acted like he was wacky? I'm really worried that they might be jumping between timelines without leaving the room, so they don't know that they're doing it. I also might be overthinking this. He still went to go see it, but it got canceled because of the satellite crash. Something about his overall look just gives you a gorilla impression. You think I'm overthinking. Well, Peppy. It's... he does appear to be somewhat gorilla-like. I would like him to leave my screen, honestly. I'd be happy never seeing Daru ever again. Dr. Nakabachi. That's right, I went to go see Dr. Nakabachi's conference yesterday. Come to think of it, he stole his time travel theory from John Teeter. Let's bring Mayuri back. Let's not. Maybe the current John Teeter is actually Nakabachi. But wait, Daru, didn't you say that Dr. Nakabachi's presentation was cancelled? We need to see the TV guy again? TV guy? Oh, the TV guy. I agree, because he was hot. Yes. We also met most of the supporting cast last stream, right? There was that weird girl who, like, texts really fast, and there was the Shrine Maiden who's a boy, and that girl that got hired part-time by CRT Daddy. And Ferris. And then the other people that are important are like Makise, Mayushi, and Daru. I think that's everyone, yeah, okay. I'm just mostly reviewing for myself, like, wait, do I remember everything that happened on Sunday? Yeah, but you went with Mayushi anyway, right? No, I don't remember that. After all, Nakabachi's presentation wasn't cancelled the way I remember it. I still don't understand why my memories seem to disagree with everyone else's. That reminds me, I sent you an email back then. Did you get it? An email? That email you showed me at ATF yesterday. When I nod, Kurisu comes closer. It said someone stabbed me at the presentation, didn't it? Yeah, but for some reason, Daru's phone received it a week ago. Huh? Wasn't that one of your stories? If it wasn't, then that would make the time swap weird. So wait, is he saying the electrical spark happened when we went to the... He is. When we went to the seminar, that's when the spark happened, which probably means a jump in time.
Oh my goodness!
But if that's the case, then why did we time travel and not Daru? Is Daru too big to time travel? The spark happened when he had his phone hooked up to the microwave and we texted him. Right, okay. Right. Hydrate? Well, we're hydrating with alcohol, but okay. $61? Oh my god, I've had like 4 sips. I always speak the truth. If you don't trust me, I'll show you my send history. Listen, John, we have to power up for Among Us tonight. Alright? I'll see you in Shields. I whip out my phone and call up the history, but it's gone. Not a trace of that male remains. Oh my god, and no one's gonna believe him because all he does is tell stories. Pang-chan, watch out, don't get sent to jail for streaming this. Why would I get sent to jail? Also, hi twice. The organization will catch you. Someone got sent to jail for streaming Steins Gate. What the fuck? Japan's all kinds of messed up. Earlier, we were talking about, like, what happened to the author of Rurouni Kenshin, and I was like, you don't send this person to jail. But you send somebody to jail for playing Steins Gate. Like, nani? Some guy got, like, 5 years for doing a Let's Play on YouTube? What the fuck? I guess they really don't want people to get spoiled? Question mark? Well, whatever. They can send me a cease and desist, but they can't arrest me cold turkey. A trace of that remains. No, not a trace of that male remains. According to my memory, I think it was about 30 minutes after Dr. Nakabashi's conference. About 10 people, including me, saw Kurisu's body, panicked, and fled Radikan. That's when I sent that mail. It's time to go to Japanese prison. See, this is... I'm gonna get Kevin to draw, Mio from Paranormacite doing this as an emote. I think we appropriately need it. The Japanese prison arc sounds kind of... No, it doesn't sound fun. Let's just not even. You'll get banished to Storytime's Japanese Switch. But Hebi is the one with the Japanese Switch. Actually, I think Storytime also might have a Japanese Switch. You know what? If I'm going to jail, I'm taking Hebi with me. The only way for Pangy to get out of Japanese prison is to solve class trials. I could do it. As long as I'm sober. I've learned how to avoid the Nintendo police. Your years of experience are showing, Hebi. But no matter how many times I check, there's no record of it. Do the emote, John. To Taru, to you too, Cortex. I think Drunk Pangy would probably accidentally make... He would throw everybody off. Also, John, why is it happening so quickly now? I swear that it used to be much more like a slow, sensual wave. Pangy may be able to escape Japanese prison, but he would never escape Korean prison. Well... That's because I would meet Joongi Han there, and we would just start a life together. That's just how you perceived it? No, wrong. There it is! There it is! There's 2 speeds, Heavy! What now? As a secret member of the furry community? No, not true. Only in E-Tier's Omegaverse weird page that she updates and thinks it's a wiki. Logicraft would annihilate them. I'm still so salty about that. That's like the least fun thing I've ever done on stream. That's because after Korean prison, Pangy would be stuck in an epilogue that's almost as long as all Korean class trials put together. Yeah, if they give me Hangman's Gambit in Korean. Although that made for a really iconic moment. Also, remember when the dying message in Danganronpa Another One was also in Korean? Unbelievable. Why do I have that? It should be there, but it isn't. Just like the banana inside the phone wave named subject to change. Where did it go? I could have sworn I sent it just before 1 p.m. Oh yeah, that's when the discharge phenomenon happened. The show I was watching was about to end. Suddenly, a flash of inspiration strikes. Inspiration, Edison would be proud. This isn't something you can accomplish with effort. Basically, I'm a genius. I turned to Daru and Kurisu with a huge grin on my face. I get it. So that's what happened. So wait, Marissa, do you remember the banana picture? From back in the day. Banana. This is a real old relic that I'm bringing up. So it was back when forums were like the main way to communicate with people that played fighting games. So on Melty Bread, there was this person that had this picture of this anime girl with a banana. And, we noticed it at the time for a reason that I will not closely disclose on Twitch.tv. But there was a certain nature about it which made it unsettling. I'll see if I can find it later. Send it to me? I don't have it, and I'm afraid to look for it. Alright. Well, I'll have to look for it later. Maybe it's still there on the forum. Melty Bread. Wow, thinking back to that is actually insane. I get it. So that's what happened. What? Oh, this is one of Okarin's usual habits, so don't mind it, seriously. Silence! I've reached the answer, and now the world will tremble! I slapped the top of the phone wave named subject to change. The disappearance of my mail, the strange timestamp, and the sudden electrical discharge must be related somehow. And? Huh? I understand that they're related somehow, but how? It's your job to figure that out, Christina. Hashida-san, talking to this guy is so tiring. Everyone's like that at first. The trick is not to take him seriously. And you call yourself my right-hand man? Whatever. I'll prove that I'm right. If we can reproduce the electrical discharge phenomenon, it would bring us closer to to understanding the timestamp mystery. Daru, describe the phone wave named subject to change's status when the discharge phenomenon occurred. It was kind of a mess. It had connected my phone to the phone wave. And I was testing to see if I could control it with the X68000. I disconnect my phone. Oh, I disconnect the phone plugged into the phone wave named subject to change and replace it with mine. And when I hear the door open in the lounge, I'm home. So hungry. Oh no. Mayuri comes in carrying a convenience store bag. Looks like she's done with work. Oh, I swear to God if she has bananas. Juicy karaage #1. Okarin, did you buy the bananas? Okarin? When she enters the development room, her eyes go wide. Huh? We have a guest! Once she notices Kurisu, Mayuri bows her head with her usual smile. I'm Mayushi. Nice to meet you. I'm Makise. Apparently, I'm Lab Mem now. Really? That's great! Another girl Lab Mem. ML Shu on Wednesday? Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Daru, what were you doing with the X68000? Like I said, I was adjusting the incoming mail settings. I was monitoring the moment it received mail for remote control. Yeah, I haven't even looked at her kit yet. I just saw the animation. That's why I put it on freezing mode for 120 seconds too. I made it so that you can start freezing mode by computer. I tested that out yesterday too. Mayuri, insert the juicy chicken #1 into the phone wave named subject to change. You want some? I can give you one each. With her usual ditziness, Mayuri puts the chicken inside the microwave. Daru explains what everything on the computer monitor means. Doesn't look that different from using DOS. I enter 120 number on the keyboard and strike the enter key. The phone wave named subject to change starts up. Injuries? Oh boy. The juicy chicken #1 starts spinning backwards on the turntable. Kurisu stares hard at the phone wave named subject to change, as if not to let any anomaly, no matter how slight, escape her notice. ML Shu is not cool. Really? I actually like her, it reminds me of Futaba from Persona. So I'll be pulling. So we've reproduced the conditions that existed when the discharge phenomenon occurred, right? How was it again? You there, assistant! Huh? Me? Who else? When did I become your assistant? Just send something to my phone. If we've reproduced the conditions correctly, then if she sends something to my phone while it's connected to the phone wave named subject to change, it should arrive with a timestamp from the past, not the present. And she will probably also disappear if she does that, but let's just see. But my assistant, Kurisu, just scowls. I don't even know your email address. What a useless assistant. Don't call me your assistant. Daru, send me an email from your phone. Sure, but what? Anything. Send Christina's a perv. I thought we agreed to stop saying that. Well, let's compromise and go with Okarin's a perv. You traitor! Good job, Hashida-san. Kurisu grins and gives Daru a thumbs up. I really don't like this. Oh no, Mayoshi's bananas! It sounds like Mayoshi has found the results of our latest experiment. They became gel bananas. We experimented on them. But they were Mayoshi's. Want me to send the mail now? You'll be reimbursed later, by Ho-Oin-san, that is. Why me? Jeez, why do you always have to experiment on Mayoshi's food? Don't tell me you're experimenting on the chicken, too. We are. So rude. Okay, sending it now. Sending, click. Mary slips past me and steps up to the active phone wave named subject to change. Before anyone can react, she grabs the handle. Wait! Don't open that! Huh? But it's too late. Blue-white light fills the room, crackling angrily like the heart of a storm. An electrical discharge! A violent sparking sound. I grab Mayuri and pull her away from the phone wave named subject to change.
なんかやばくね
Are we gonna die? A thin cloud of smoke fills the room. It smells like something's burning. My eyes are numb from all the flashing lights. I try blinking several times to regain my sight. I can hear Kurisu and Daru coughing.
全員
Everyone okay?
な
The
ん
bad
と
end.
か
Somehow. That was definitely more than 2 seconds.
放電してなかった
Mayuri squeezes my upper arm with her slender fingers. Oh, Karine, what just happened?
何が起きたのかな
My vision gradually returns. Mayuri looks perplexed.
大丈夫か
Are you
や
okay?
ることかしてないか
No burns or anything. It doesn't hurt anywhere, so I think I'm okay.
平気だと思うけど
Looks like covering Mayuri was the right choice. Oh. I may be an insane mad scientist, but I still risk life and limb for the safety of my comrades. I gently let Mayuri out of my embrace. Whew. Well, that was something. I wipe the sweat off my brow. Hey! Look at this! Kurisu's voice is strained. With my vision finally restored, I take another look around the room, and what I see strikes me speechless. The large table in the center of the room is made of thick, solid wood. It can hold about 5 or 6 people without breaking. That's why we placed the phone wave named subject to change and the X68000 on it. That table has been split in 2, as if by a woodcutter's axe. The computer and other parts connected to the microwave are scattered across the floor. And the microwave itself has broken through the table. It's literally stuck in the floor.
なんぞこれ
What the hell? How did that... Yeah, it's a microwave, but it's not heavy enough to make a hole in the floor.
放電現象だけじゃこうはならない
This can't be caused by the electrical discharge. Some other phenomenon? I shake off my surprise. This is no time to be standing with jaw agape. Ho-in Kyoma. Seize the moment. Just as my calculations predicted.
全て計算通り
First, some maniacal laughter. Next, I try to take out my phone and do the usual, but unfortunately, it's still plugged into the phone wave named subject to change. Elsai Kongru. I whisper the words. Words that have no meaning. Words I use simply because they sound cool. These words have meaning because they have no meaning. After years of repeated use, just speaking them is enough to calm my heart.
マユシの唐揚げが
So, about Mayushi's
にな
chicken.
ってる件について
Eh? Mayuri stands up and looks inside the phone wave named subject to change. It's embedded in the floor, but she somehow manages to pry the door open.
黒焦げだ
Mayushi's chicken is all burnt black! I pat Mayuri's shoulders to cheer her up.
ジューシー唐揚げナンバーワンは
Juicy chicken number 1
偉大な実験の
made a
成果
noble sacrifice for the progress of
犠牲
science.
となったの
Let us pray for his happiness in the
は
next life.
この呪いではないか
唐揚げのことは
Chicken
どうで
doesn't
もいい
matter. Right now, we
今は
need to
電話レ
determine
ンジに
what
何が
happened
起きた
with
の
the
か
phone
解
wave.
析するのが先
どうでもいい
It
のじゃ
doesn't matter. That's so mean, Christina Chan.
クリスティーナちゃん
ちょっと
Hey, Ho and Kyoma, do something about this. Mayoshi-san learned my name wrong.
私の名前
それより
More importantly, we need ventilation.
うるさい黙れお前たち
Silence, all of you. I affix everyone with an overpowering stare. Thank you, Rosen. This shall be remembered as the moment that that the greatest experiment of the century succeeded and brought humanity a step forward in a new direction. These guys have no right to ruin that with their foolish talk. Yeah, so basically... I'm not sure how far behind you are, Rosen, but basically they put bananas in, and the bananas were disappearing from the microwave and reappearing on the bunch. But they were jellified, so they were like, what the fuck's happening? Then we wasted like 30 minutes talking to Kurisu and doing dumb things. And then Mayuri came back and had chicken, and she put it in the phone wave, and our sadistic fuck main character was like, let's experiment on more of Mayuri's food to terrorize her. She learned what we were doing and opened the microwave as we were running the experiment, and now this happened. I think I mean the phone wave, name subject to change. But yes, so basically, I think they finally time jumped all of them together, but they haven't realized it yet. I guess we understand the microwave meme people were talking about now? Yeah. That was the only bit of information I had going into this game, is I knew that the microwave was going to be key to the time travel. Which, like, it makes sense. It's like, most of what they've been talking about, so... Okay. Luckily, it's completely unharmed. I open it, it still works. I bring up the list of received emails. New emails should come at the top. However, my heart my heart beats even faster. It's incinerator adjacent, I agree, yeah. Maybe we should go hang out with Ferris for 2 or 3 more hours. You know, Dots, I just feel like that's a bad idea. Also, happy Saturday. The topmost email isn't the one Daru sent before the discharge occurred. This impossible phenomenon is exactly what I was hoping for. I look back through my email history, and there, I find it. What? It's dated 5 days ago. Success. I don't know why, but it was a success. The timestamp proves it. 1 business week ago. True. I received this email on July 24th, 5 days ago. This is the same exact thing that happened to my Someone Stabbed Kurisu email. A mail sent on the 29th arrived on the 24th. And just now, the truth was revealed to me in a flash of inspiration. It all connects. There's a meaning behind the series of events, and only one true answer. I've discovered the phone wave, named subject to change's true hidden function. This isn't intuition. That's right. This is conviction. Just spit it out. What do you think it is? I feel my lips twist into a grin. I meet Kurisu's glare head-on. First, let me say one thing. The greatest inventions are created by accident. This we call serendipity. Get on with it. How dare she ruin my speech? Oh well, let's get to the point. The mail was sent to the past. The chicken returned to its frozen state. The plucked banana returned to the bunch. No way. Kurisu seemed to get it now. As expected of my genius assistant. Yes way! This is the choice of Steins Gate. The phone wave, named subject to change, is a time machine! That was chapter 1, okay. Let's actually save for real, for real.
Oh my goodness!
We received... Oh! Moeka here. Are you a student, Okabe-kun? Are you on summer break? Moeka. Yeah, the shining finger has been messaging us. Are you a day person or a night person? If you'd rather I email you around a certain time, let me know. I want you to reply as soon as you can, but I don't want to be a bother, so let me know, okay? Moeka. Is she a Pangy character or another extension of E tier? I think she's a me character. I liked her when we met her. By the way, I don't like talking on the phone, so please don't call. Bye-bye, Moeka. I just remembered I didn't tell you my phone number. That's okay. I'm a lot more comfortable communicating by email anyway. What about you, Okabe-kun? Moeka. Are you still asleep? Rise and shine. Have you talked to the super hacker yet? Oh, I'd also like to hear more about John What's-His-Face. I'm super curious. Moeka. I'm nocturnal, so I usually don't go to bed until the sun comes up. It's not so bad once you get used to it. Mail me when you wake up, okay? Moeka. She is really fucking weird. Okay. The dawn of a new day. Actually, it's already noon. We didn't sleep at all. Sleep deprivation makes the summer sun seem all the more brighter. I really don't want to go outside, but I'm fed up with the humidity inside the lab. I chug a bottle of Dr. P. My stomach protests. Maybe I drank too fast. I'm exhausted. My hands are shaking slightly and my vision is cloudy. I could pass out if I'm not careful. Maybe I should take a shower. That would stave off exhaustion, if only temporarily. This building has a basic shower room. There's no bath, but it's enough. The lab would be hell without it. Why is the table back? Daru was at his computer, his back turned towards me. His right leg is bouncing impatiently. The room is mostly silent, save for the electric fans humming and Daru's mouse clicks. Daru doesn't look my way and doesn't try to start a conversation. Neither do I. I don't have the energy. Outside is a sunny summer afternoon, but inside the air is stale and empty of life. Yesterday, that shocking experiment convinced me that the phone wave named subject to change is also a time machine. But Kurisu didn't seem willing to accept the results. She just started screaming. A time machine? A time machine? It can't be! Then she made a mad dash out of the lab. It was like she couldn't get out of here fast enough. As for Mayuri, she was depressed about her chicken and bananas, so she skipped her daily costume sewing and went home. Grudges over the food run deep, I guess. Which leaves the lab empty, save for Daru and me. Our enthusiasm shot through the roof, and when we realized that the phone wave named subject to change had tremendous hidden potential, we nearly died of excitement after successfully sending an email to the past. So we stayed up all night doing experiments to confirm whether or not the phone wave named subject to change is indeed a time machine. The results, however... We went to the supermarket and stocked up on a wide variety of items. We tossed each of them into the phone wave named subject to change, but everything failed, no change, nothing happened. After the experiment where the discharge phenomenon occurred, everything warmed up normally, no jellification. Suddenly, we couldn't get anything to happen. We still have no idea why. First, let's review the problems revealed by this last run of experiments. Problem 1. Electrical discharge safety precautions. We removed everything flammable from the development room to reduce the risk of fire. We also prepared 2 fire buckets full of water, just in case. But that's not a fundamental solution. We'll keep an eye out from now on, but if things get dangerous, we should seriously consider relocating our experiments. Problem 2. Mass increase. When the discharge phenomenon occurs, the phone wave, named subject to change, suddenly gains mass for unknown reasons. Because of this, the microwave broke the table and made a dent in the floor. To deal with the issue, we placed the microwave on the floor. We spread cushions and blankets underneath. This hides the hole in the floor, too. It's only a temporary fix, though. If we make any more holes, Mr. Braun is quite capable of raising my rent. And that's to say nothing of the calamity it will cause if it falls through the floor. Anyway, we need to find the source of the mass increase. If amateurs like us can, that is. But the first two problems pale before the third. The last problem is critical. Until we solve it, we can't even really experiment with the phone wave named subject's change. Problem 3. We're not even sure if the necessary conditions to send email to the pass. No matter how many times we tried, we couldn't pin down a single condition. We spent the entire night doing trial and error. We tried over 40 different things, but not once could we reproduce the discharge phenomenon. I had the idea that opening the microwave door was the key. That theory was proven false. There might be something else missing, but for now we're at an impasse. We started off in high spirits, but grew more and more frustrated as time progressed, which brings us to the present. Honestly, I gave up. That's why I spent the entire morning lazing around like this. Another email pops up to my phone. Oh, Lord. Are these all from today? I haven't gotten a reply yet. Are you still asleep? You sleep too much, Okabe-kun. You're living like an old man. Well, I guess I'm not one to talk, LMAO. Anyway, let me know when you have something on the IBN 5100. Pretty please, Moika. I've been getting way too many of these since yesterday. They're all from Shining Finger, the woman called Kiryu Moika. I've never used email this often before. Even Mayuri only sends me 1 or 2 a day, and she's a teenage girl. Frankly, this is starting to get on my nerves. I saw how fast Shining Finger typed. That should have been enough to tip me off that she was a male demon. I was careless. It's too much of a pain to reply, so I ignore it. I finish off my bottle of Dr. P. My stomach gurgles. I haven't eaten anything since yesterday. I'm so hungry I don't even feel like showering. Ew. I call out to Daru, who's hammering on the keyboard.
Nah.
Hey, wanna go to Sanbo for a beat bowl? Wasn't water terrible for electrical fires? Is it? This is just like the relationship between Pangy and E-Tier? No. This is Weeb Simulator for real? Yes. So far, literally nothing but weeb shit. Nah, too much trouble. Aren't you hungry? Yeah, but... You're such a bum. Oh. Why is she spending money is getting dangerously low. You and Daru need to chip in too sometimes. You don't want to get between me and my food. I mean, I'll be honest. If this is the boring, dry part of the game, I'm actually still pretty interested. It's just taking a while to get to where I want it to be. But, like, the whole, like, microwave mystery thing is sort of interesting. Also, the fact that they keep buying things with her money and then microwaving them as an experiment is fucked up. Just gonna say that. Do you like the subject? It's just semicolon... underscore underscore semicolon. It's what she deserves. I feel a little bad for her. What is he doing on the computer anyway? I'm curious, so I casually peek over his shoulder. There's an image for a futuristic-looking facility I've never seen before. Richly colored cords crawl through a gigantic octagonal tunnel, like the interior of a spaceship from a sci-fi movie. Based on the height of the people in the picture, the tunnel looks to be more than 10 meters tall. Incidentally, the people don't look Japanese. Daru sighs heartily. I don't know if the blank look in his eyes is from sleepiness, exhaustion, or if something's just wrong with him. That large Hadron Collider sure is cute. What? What did you just say? Large hard-on colander? Daru's body is looking very... yeah. Is that an incantation? No. A secret technique? Large Hadron Collider. You don't know about it? I grab Daru's relaxed shoulders and wring them out. Ow, what are you doing? Are you conscious? Of course, man. What is this Large Hadron Collider thing? You know, it's what CERN uses to do their experiments. LHC for short. Lionheart Serbia. It's seriously moe. Recommended. You're lusting for something that's not even humanoid? Of course not. But there's something about it that gets me excited, you know? Makes me smile, you know? Don't you feel that? Come to think of it, I remember you said that you found factories on the undersides of highways irresistible or something. Yeah, same thing. Where does it end? 2D, 3D, and even inanimate objects. Life's too short. I don't want to limit my interests, you know? And yet you'll do anything to avoid things that don't interest you. Hypocrite. Yeah. CERN. That name. I've seen it somewhere, and recently. Where was it again? Oh, of course. John Teeter. They're calling him John Titer. Oh yeah, that guy you mentioned earlier. He's the guy Channel's going crazy about, isn't he? That one might be an imposter. I was talking about the John Teeter who appeared 10 years ago. He appeared 10 years ago? The same guy? I had hoped that Daru would remember, but no such luck. Yes, an imposter among us! Anyway, John Teeter mentioned CERN. I don't remember all of it, but there's one thing I'm sure of. Teeter made a prediction, namely that before the year 2034, CERN will develop a time machine. Time machine? That's a timely topic. But that wasn't just 10 years ago. This new Teeter said the same thing. It doesn't matter if it was 10 years ago or 10 seconds ago. That's not the point, Daru. This coincidence could very well be the choice of Steins Gate. Can we trust the Teeter guy? It doesn't matter if we trust him or not. Now we have something in common, the time machine. We should investigate CERN. We've got nothing to lose. Vigor returns to my body. Curiosity truly is the greatest delicacy for a mad scientist like me. Anyway, the phone wave named subject to change experiment has hit a dead end for now. So it shouldn't matter if I make a little detour for this. Tell me everything you know about CERN. Sure thing. My CERN folder is smoking hot. Daru strikes his keys with renewed passion. He goes to the My Pictures folder and opens a folder literally called CERN. CERN is the world's largest particle physics research institution. It's popularly called the European Laboratory for Particle Physics, or the European Organization for Nuclear Research. It's close to the border of Switzerland and France, on the outskirts of Geneva. It's famous as the birthplace of HTML, HTTP, and the World Wide Web. CERN is Canada's welfare organization. I'm sure it's the same CERN. Yeah. The World Wide Web. You mean the internet? Bingo. That thing at the beginning of most URLs. CERN invented that? All I know about CERN is what I read in Teeter's book. I never knew they were that amazing. Most people aren't aware, but there's a Japanese research team working at CERN too. It's a real particle physics research institute. They literally just replaced the C with an S. That's hilarious. What sort of research does CERN do? Particle physics, mostly. Oh my god. CERN can do experiments no one else can because they have the biggest particle accelerators in the world. The low energy anti-proton ring, the proton synchrotron booster, the large electron positron collider, and the big boss is the largest accelerator in the world, the LHC, Large Hadron Collider Tan. Otaku possesses the ability to anthropomorphize in moe form. I'm short-circuiting. Just about anything in the world simply by sticking Tan on the end of its name. Daru's powers encompass even particle accelerators. Hydron. Daru doesn't seem to notice my shock. He just brings it up. He just brings up the next image. The LHC is a 27-kilometer long circular tunnel built underneath CERN's headquarters. Exaporton. Do it, Jordan. Do it. It was a big scare that would create a black hole and destroy the worlds. Funny that that's around the time Steins Gate came out, right? Steins Gate was what, 2009? Its purpose is to smash protons together in the hope of creating unknown elementary particle reactions. They started experimenting last year. Before they started, there were rumors that the experiments might create mini black holes. Yep, this is checking out. Oh no! Those mini black holes will swallow the Earth! The universe is in danger, etc. Mini black holes. I'm pretty sure Teeter said his time machine used mini black holes. Are the things he said about CERN true? Watch there be, like, internet conspiracy theorists that are, like, waiting for 2034 so they can be like, Steins Gate was right! We don't know. You're in that Discord? Oh, perfect. Get us the inside scoop, Cortex. It'll be John Teeter was right. Every day there's a ping that reminds us how many days are left. Oh, great. Just like every other mass calamity that's never happened, right? There was one of those kind of recently, wasn't there? Like in the last 10 years, I remember people saying something. This is all vague memory. You know what? I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna leave you with this hideous gorilla person, and I'm gonna go make another drink. So, be right back. Hello? ...2012. Oh, it was 2012! Everyone thought all the computers would crash when it turned to 2000, of course. Well, I remember the whole Mayan calendar thing. That was crazy. I mean, let me check on the Among Users. Okay, good. Yeah. I mean, that type of thing is... If people are taking it seriously, it gets scary. Also, hello, E-Tier. I didn't know that you were watching Steins Gate. Alright. What's the possibility of that actually happening?
あるわねえよ
100% that it won't. CERN officially denies it.
もし仮に
Let's say a mini black hole was formed. The amount of energy would be so tiny that it would disappear instantly upon formation. It would be impossible for it to swallow the world. The Jonas Brothers time travel to year 3000 and nobody's talking about that? Look, I'm still in awe that people are not analyzing Xenon, okay? Xenon, girl, the 21st century, it predicted a lot of shit. They said everyone lives underwater, which is ridiculous. Wait, the Jonas Brothers said that? They're just in the Matrix. Well, I'll have some of whatever the Jonas Brothers are having. I mean... Paul, it's a song you didn't know because it was during your video game music era? Oh. I might know it. It's not coming to mind, though. Anyways, maybe Genshin is predicting the future, and we're all just gonna... The world is gonna be like Fontaine. Did my video game music era ever end? No, it absolutely did not. It's not worth knowing? Oh, well. It is the Jonas Brothers. Vache. Yeah, maybe we're all just gonna... Everywhere but France will cease to exist. But where there's smoke, there's fire. If I remember correctly, Teeter claimed that CERN began time machine research in 2001. In 2034, they complete the time machine. We have to go to the desert to get to France. Fuck. Ichiro will be stuck in the pyramids. She still is, to this day. It's why she keeps time looping back to the present. It's because in her actual timeline, she just can't escape the pyramids.
You'll never get out!
Right now, it's 2010. If they actually started that research, it would have been 9 years ago. According to their official announcements, they only began experimenting in 2008. That's suspicious. Okabe, is that you? No. Marissa. Be careful with E-tier, Marissa. Although she is sometimes welcoming, she is actually a time traveler. And her intentions are somewhat nefarious. According to their official... Oh yeah, we read that. Of course, that's assuming Teeter's story is true. Some of Teeter's predictions were on the mark, but most weren't. I'm also perplexed by how everyone around me seems to have forgotten about Teeter's 2000 appearance. Pangy, aren't you still on Thursday? Look, just because I unlocked the secret to time on Thursday, which was actually Wednesday, it's irrelevant. I'm really worried that my personality quirks are making me this main character. I can't stop drawing connections. Maybe it's time to drop the Steins Gate playthrough cold turkey because I'm scared. Okay, but my harem will consist of men. That's my only condition.
Oh my goodness.
You're right. You're Daru in that case, which is not good, but it's kind of how this has to be. But Daru's his only male friend. See? This is why it has to be this way. The rejection doesn't matter, it's too late. We just have to figure out who the other members of the squad are. I'm pretty sure Mars is one of them. Mayuri is childhood friend Chan. Oh, you're right. Okay. Yeah, Mars is Shiny Finger. Yeah, because Mars is always sending me Discord messages. It makes perfect sense. Alright, well, I need to figure out who the rest of these people are. Fine, you can be Mayuri. I don't know who Cringe Chan is, though. I'll have to think long and hard about that one. What if it's Kevin? No. Kevin does really like anime. Who's the Jelbana? Jordan is yellow. Are we shining free out here? We are, Kizuan. We're trying to figure out the Steins Gate parallels to my life, which is a dangerous subject. Alright, let's continue. Kizuan, are you gonna play murder games with us tonight? There's something important in Teeter's tale. Or at least, I want there to be. I take out my phone and put it to my ear. It's me. Don't be surprised. I've sniffed out an evil conspiracy. John Teeter, CERN. You see where I'm going with this? Yeah, that's right. They're likely connected to the organization. Coincidence? Come now. Don't disappoint me. What? Evidence? Well, if you must know. Whispers of my mad scientist intuition. Those bastards are trying to destroy the world. Yeah, the mini black holes. But what if we were to steal that technology? What then? Of course. Who do you think I am? Everything is the choice of Steins Gate. El Sai Kongru. I put my phone away. Then I turned to Daru, giving me an exasperated look.
お前は一体誰と戦っているんだ?
Just who the hell are you fighting with?
誰よ
Daru,
俺た
I
ちの
know
や
what
る
we
べきこ
must
とは
do.
一つ
やるべきこと
What's that?
なんぞではない
Don't you was at me? You're supposed to grin like you know exactly what I'm talking about.
と笑う
What kind of super hacker are
な
you?
いとスーパーハッカーらしくないだろうが
I want him to say something like, well, why the hell not? So what's in it for me? And then we'd continue like this, grinning slyly the whole time. A week's worth of potato chips. 10 days. You sure are a glutton. The dive makes you a hungry man. Deal. Get started. Got it, boss. Or something like that. Yep. Real cool conversation. But the real world Daru just purses his
オ
lips.
カリンはいつも説明不足なんだっつうの。かっこつけるよ
You
り
always give
わか
such
るように話して
half-baked
くれ。
explanations. Try to sound intelligible before you sound intelligent. Work with me here.
お前はスーパーハッカー
You are a super hacker.
ハカーって言うな。
Stop saying
せめて
hacker.
ハッカーに
At
し
least
て
say hacker.
あとはわかるな
See where I'm going with this? No, not at all.
セル
Hack into CERN. Daru stares at me in disbelief.
それはひょっとし
Is that
て
some kind of joke?
誰
I know you can do it, Daru. Expose their dastardly deeds and find any hints you can about the time machine.
悪事ってオカリンの妄想だろう。
You're just imagining that stuff, Green.
電話レンジカッコ仮を
We
タイムマシ
stand
ン
at
と
a
して使えるように
crossroads.
するか
Will the phone wave named
今後
subject
は
to
ただの
change
作として
become
ラ
a
ボの倉庫
functional
で
time
見逃せる
machine?
ことになるか
Or will it die as garbage
Iwaka
in
分岐
lab
点だ。
storage?
マジで言ってんの
You serious?
俺はいつでもマ
I'm
ジでや
always
る
serious. I look Daru straight in the eye as I answer. Looks like that made him understand my position. Daru sweeps the garbage off his desk and sits up straight.
どうなっても知
I'm
ら
not
ないぜ。
responsible for the consequences, got it? Suddenly, Daru is bursting with energy. It's like his earlier lethargy was alive. Deal.
取り掛かって
Get started.
うは
Let's do this.
報酬のポテチ1週間
For your payment, I'll deposit a week's supply of potato chips into your Swiss bank account. Daru doesn't respond. He's already deep in concentration. Anyway, I'm gonna sleep. It's all yours.
あとは任せた
I lie down on the sofa and let the clacking of Daru's keyboard lull me to sleep. I wake up to the twilight sun streaming in through the window. And we have a text. Oh, Lord. Kyoma, when operating in the mundane world, you're supposed to be discreet. Nya. You don't want them to notice you. Remember, the summoning has taken 2,000 years to prepare. If it fails, everything will be ruined. Although, I suppose that might make things interesting. Nya! Now, it was this weird... I don't know who the catmate of our group is. Someone that I fear. It could be Kevin.
Oh my goodness!
A refreshing breeze blows in, softly brushing my cheek. Kevin is Ferris. Yeah. He likes that Nyan Nyan Cafe. I know he does. But Kevin doesn't go along with my bullshit that easily. Sometimes he does. I'm trying to think of people that actually take my stories and run with them, but I'm not coming up with a whole lot. I feel like Storm could be, but Storm is not a cat maid. Kevin is balanced, not a chaos inviter, that's true. So Kevin's more like Daru. He's not gonna be happy with this. Oh, I was just trying to draw parallels to who these characters are in my life, Storm. Well, I was thinking people that go along with my crazy bullshit. And I was like, Storm kind of does that. So what if you're a cat maid?
Naughty children, don't listen.
You're not smart enough to be in Steins Gate? What is this? I suppose the cat maid also could be Tux. It doesn't seem likely. Tux might be that Miko. Yan? Jordan? Yeah, maybe Ferris, it lives on in everyone to an extent. You also could be Ferris, Marissa. There's too many options. Dar is exactly where I left him before I fell asleep. He's sitting in exactly the same position. Not much has changed besides his typing speed. Oh, and now he's muttering to himself. I guess he hasn't had any success at hacking yet. I look around the room, but I can't find Mayuri. Maybe she's not coming today. I guess food-related grudges really do run deep. I stand up and stretch. I don't want to bother Daru, so I don't say anything to him. I take a cold Dr. P out of the fridge and quench my thirst. Then I throw myself back down onto the couch. What perfect timing. Teeter is currently posting in the thread. The Everett Wheeler model is correct. Please look it up to learn more. It seems you're all still clinging to preconceived notions of time. Time does not simply run from past to future like a car on a one-way street. To be more specific, the laws of causality do not allow contradictions to occur. If the result of an event, this effect, is changed, the event itself, the cause, also changes to prevent a paradox. That's why there are so few people who can observe changes in divergence. Divergence being the world line's percent difference from the standard. Die troll, you claim to be a time traveler without any proof. Stock treads, please. I'm counting on you, Mr. Time Traveler. If you can't observe changes in divergence, then how can you possibly measure it? Oh, I know, your time machine has a magical device that lets you measure it for you. Lol. And you still haven't explained how a research institution conquers the world. Details, please. Oh no, humanity is doomed. What has science done? What has science done? .jpg. Noobs responding seriously to troll thread. This Teeter guy is a shitty troll. If people have anything to offer besides insults, how about contributing to the discussion, plebeian scum? If you assure that time doesn't flow in a straight line, then the idea of time travel is much easier to swallow. In such a scenario, a time machine traveling to the past doesn't need to fight against the flow of time. I say Teeter's points have merit. By the way, Teeter, I'd like to know more about CERN. What can you tell us about their current activities? Tell me which horse wins the next Emperor's Cup. I'll bet my entire life savings on it. Everett Wheeler model equals many worlds interpretation. Basically, that means parallel worlds. What's with all the stupid name tags? This Hoin Kyoma is more annoying than Teeter. You call yourself John Teeter, but you're fluent in Japanese. Writing in English would at least make it seem more realistic. You can't do English, can you? Can I ask a favor, Teeter-san? My mom died last year in the Shibuya earthquake. If I stop my mom from leaving home, then can I undo her death? So please, lend me your time machine. You're gonna believe this time traveler? LOL, without proof? Are you an idiot? No one seems particularly interested in what I said about time not flowing in a single direction, except for us. That's proof that your preconceptions are deeply ingrained. Honestly, it bothers me that you simply accept that as a truth. I'm starting to understand why CERN was able to take over so easily. Whenever a major event causes divergence to change, the timeline is reconstructed to prevent paradoxes from occurring. For example, let's say a major event causes this world line to diverge into a new world line. Call it world line B. On world line B, I am afraid to say channel never existed. As the timeline is reconstructed, all of your memories of reading and posting on channel will disappear to be replaced by memories of you doing something else. In other words, by changing the present, you change the past. I wrote about CERN yesterday. The only thing I can say is that you must not believe their lies. They have already succeeded in creating micro black holes. I desire only to quench my intellectual thirst. Unlike you close-minded fools, I will reserve judgment until after I've heard what Teeter has to say. And then I will make contact with Teeter and acquire his time machine for myself. The great mad scientist, Halloween Kiyoma, will have the last laugh. Suck it, sleazebags. Tell me stock prices or fucking die. I won't believe until you tell me. That's not reconstructing the world, you idiot. That's altering people's memories. Who the hell can alter the memories of 6.7 billion people? Do you even realize how stupid that sounds? I think I would have noticed if someone went and screwed with my brain. This is you talking to people in town of Salem. In what way? I am Kyoma or I am Teeter? Okay, and what does it mean that I have... And what does that have to do with the many worlds interpretation? Do some research, lol. Micro black holes, lol 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 lol. Wait, the future's a wasteland? That means I can be a road warrior and ride a mod buggy, right? I'm gonna go get me a mohawk. Anyone know where I can get spiked shoulder pads? I checked CERN's homepage. It says they've been experimenting since 2009. Can they really make black holes? What the hell's gonna happen? Does Teeter have a mohawk? God, that's fucking moe. Are you implying that our brains make the world? Are you saying the universe is a giant tree and we're branches or something? That's some Ava level bullshit right there. Go back to 2036. Is this how you reply to a specific person? Thank you for showing me. Reconstruction of the timeline and alteration of people's memories. I think they're essentially the same thing. Why are you so intent on saying they're different? With a few exceptions, nobody can keep their memories across world lines. They are reconstructed along with everything else when divergence happens. What's a road warrior? He ignored the guy that asked him to talk in English. Kinda weird. Anyone home? I'm immersed in a heated internet argument when an unfamiliar voice interrupts me. Oh, is this part-time, Chan? Yep. The door opens and a girl peeks inside. I recognize her. Her outfit is so whack. The girl I met yesterday at Brawn Tube Workshop. Hi, I'm from Brawn Tube Workshop. When our eyes meet, she smiles. The TV you sent in for repairs has been fixed. Mind picking it up? Dara's typing gets even faster. Looks like he's in the zone. It would be a bad idea to disturb him with our voices. I nod at the girl and hurry outside. Why do we have to be sneaky? What was this girl's name again? I think it was something like Aruma or Amore. Oh, that's right, Amane. Amane Suzuha. Currently, my genius partner in crime is executing an important mission. I don't want to bother him. What exactly do you guys do? I told you before that learning our secrets could put you and everyone you know in grave danger. You're called the Future Gadget Laboratory, right? How did you know that? I never told you. Wait, are you an organization spy? I raise my guard and spring into praying mantis stance. Suzuha just stares blankly. That's what it said on your mailbox. Oh. I lower my guard. Why didn't she just say so? Now that you mention it, it's not like you can unknow. I'll give you the short explanation, but you must not tell a soul. Suzuha nods firmly. It's just me, or are her eyes gleaming? We are the Future Gadget Laboratory, dedicated to defeating the evil organization that rules the world from the shadows. Wow. Is the evil organization CERN? Huh? Yeah, but... Oh, so I was right? Those guys really are a contemptible lot, aren't they? She nods to herself for some reason. And contemptible? I thought I was the only one who uses words like that in normal conversation. How did you know that we were hacking into CERN? What? You're hacking them? Right now? Me and my big mouth. Just answer my question. How did you know about our business with CERN? Actually, I overheard you this afternoon. If you stand here, you can hear stuff from the window. Come to think of it, it was open, and Daru and I were talking loudly. But can you really hear us from here? I look up to the second floor. The window's still fully open, and I can't hear a thing. I guess Daru's working quietly. I look down. There's an unfamiliar bicycle parked in front of the Brawn Tube workshop. One of those mountain bikes. Its frame is all sparkly, its tires mostly clean. It's probably new. It looks pretty fast, but whose is it? Obviously it's hers. I've only been working here for a day, but... Suzuha opens the Brawn Tube workshop door with a weary smile. I've got a lot more free time than I expected. I've gone out 4 to 5 times today. Figured I'd reconnoitre the front of the store. See if I couldn't spot any customers. Now there's a word you don't hear in casual conversation. I'm pretty sure it means to perform reconnaissance, to scout an area and gather intelligence. Is she some kind of secret agent? I follow Suzuha into the store. Show us TV, Daddy. So that's when I heard you guys talking from the second floor. I got interested and looked it up online. Now I know the rumors about CERN. Damn, we were careless. Looks like we need to close that window when we discuss sensitive matters from now on. But if we do that, the lab will turn into a scorching hell. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Anyway, you must not tell anyone else, or else Men in Black will raid us. Yeah, I understand. I'm actually tight-lipped, so don't worry. Suzuha grins and thumps her chest confidently. All is quiet inside the Brawn Tube workshop. That gigantic TV isn't on. Mr. Braun's not here either. Where's the manager? He left right after he finished repairing your TV. He probably went to see Chipmunk. He disappears during business hours every now and then. Every time I ask him where he's going, he always says something like, I'm picking up my beloved daughter from school, or my beloved daughter has a cold, with a huge grin on his face. He dotes on her too much. It probably just annoys her. Anyway, just how irresponsible can you be to neglect work to see your daughter? He used to put a back soon sign on the door whenever he left, but now he has Suzuha to take care of things while he's gone. So, here's the fixed TV. Suzuha lightly tapped the TV on the counter. He said to charge 1,000 yen. Damn, manager. I bet he gave it to us just so he could charge repair fees. I reluctantly take the bill out of my wallet and hand it to Suzuha. Lukaku is the maiden, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's pretty cheap. I think it's like $7. I baked cookies today. I had everyone in my family eat some and got their seal of approval. Would it be okay if I baked some for your lab friends, Master? Oh, and it would be great if you could teach me some more techniques with Samidare whenever you have time. P.S. I managed 10 practice swings today. She takes out a receipt. Apparently, it was already written out. Thanks for your patronage. Well, just take it away.
まさか
By myself? Are you joking? Huh? Didn't you bring it here by yourself? Didn't you know it takes 10 times more effort to go upstairs than down? Defying gravity is no easy task, woman. I guess I can help, but oh, see, we're already in the age where women do physical labor. She mutters, her tone pensive. How sarcastic of her. I don't remember anyone asking for your help. Honestly, getting help from a girl like you would just hurt my pride. Wow! Applause. That was so manly, I might be falling for you. You think you can trick me like that? You're lying, aren't you? Huh? What makes you think that?
それは
It's one of my powers. Coloring Gentleman.
Coloring Gentleman が
This
反応し
power allows me to see through lies. Liars appear to glow red, then they die. You have powers? Suzuha's eyes pop, and then she clears her throat as if to hide her surprise. Are you some kind of esper? When I nod, she whispers it in my ear. Are there a lot of espers like you?
いるわけがなか
Of
ろう
course not. I'm
こ
special.
の俺がス
I
ペシャ
thrust
ルなのだ
I thrust my chest out as far as possible to display my majesty. Oh, you had me scared for a second there, but still, it's amazing that people like you exist. Maybe CERN is the reason there aren't more where I came from. After muttering some nonsense to herself, she finally nods in understanding. By the way, does the ability to see through lies have any combat application at all? Woo! Hello, Chamazing! We'll be getting started soon.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, and it's time. I'm just gonna wrap up this scene and then I'll save. If it were me, I'd want perfect accuracy within 1,000 meters or ultra-fast reflexes that let me tear my enemy's limbs off before they can react. What the hell is she talking about? Is she a survival game otaku? No, wait, don't tell me.
貴様
You're an organization assassin, aren't you? You must be the one they call Miss Golgo. Who hired you? Nobody hired me. What's a Golgo? She's trying to gloss over things with an insincere smile. Her confusion is suspicious. That reminds me, I think I remember her saying some awfully disturbing things when we first met yesterday. Anyway, do you have any other
と
powers?
しても
Even if I did, there's no way I'd tell a hitman hired to kill me. I'm not gonna kill you.
己の能力を他人に教える
Revealing my powers would be suicide. They are most effective with the element of surprise. In other words, they're for me to know and you to find out. Meanie,
何とでも言え
say what you like. Burning tension runs between us. Our eyes meet. Invisible sparks scatter. Oh no. Okabe-kun, I want you to reply to me already. I've been waiting, you know. And please tell me the Super Haka's address when you can. If we don't get cracking, someone else might get their hands on the IBN 5100 first. Moeka. And then an email arrives to break the stalemate. I turn my attention away from Suzuha. This ringtone is starting to piss me off. Really? I'm kind of starting to like it. It's most likely that the male demon Shining Finger. I can tell without even checking. This is getting ridiculous. She's got some stalker qualities, but maybe split personalities. I shouldn't have given her my address. I look at Suzuha and see her lying on the counter. She's playing with something in the palm of her hand. Looks like a small metal pin. Anyway, how could she be this lazy on her second day? I love CRTs was a lie too, wasn't it? Why the frown? Did you get a death notice?
あ
A what? Just wondering. She was just wondering if I got a death notice? How could she say that with a straight face? And what the hell is a death notice anyway? Do those even exist? What I meant to ask was if you got some unpleasant news. You can say that. This girl is hard to get a handle on. I really shouldn't let my guard around her. Guard down around her. There's this woman who's obsessed with finding an IBN 5100. Suzuha leaps up as soon as I speak. An IBN 5100? You know about them? Yeah. I see. So the IBN 5100 legend is famous, huh? Maybe that retro PC's more popular with female otaku than I thought. Yeah, that's it. I heard about the urban legend from someone. How much do you know about it? Okay, she's so sketch. I actually tried looking for an IBN 5100, but in the end, I came to the conclusion that there isn't one in Akiba. I see. Well, that's true. You sound like you know something. Well, I do and I don't, I guess. I don't know about it personally, but I happen to hear about it from a knowledgeable acquaintance of mine, or something like that. Haha. Another insincere smile. I'm starting to think she's not a very good liar. You can tell she's lying whenever she smiles like that. Sure enough, she doesn't offer any other information. She just keeps that insincere smile plastered on her face. Who are you? Suzuha falls back down to the counter with a deep sigh. She looks up at me from that position. I was thinking of giving you a bunch of interesting information on the IBN 5100. But when you look at me like that, I don't feel like it anymore. I'm not even interested in the IBN 5100. I'm more concerned with CERN right now. Solving one of Akiba's mysteries won't topple the organization's regime after all. You don't have a shred of credibility. I have no way of knowing if that interesting information of yours is true or not. Wow, that's harsh. Well, I admit I am acting kind of suspicious. I won't tell you, but I'll give you a hint. And then you'll writhe in agony when you can't figure it out. Truth is, the IBN 5100 has a hidden function. A hidden function. That reminds me, I'm pretty sure John Teeter from 2000 said something like that. I searched through my memories. If I remember correctly, the IBN 5100 can do something or other with a proprietary programming language. No way! How'd you know that? Tell me! Tell me! I only vaguely remembered, but it looks like I hit the mark. I grin. It's another one of my powers. Leading question. I can read your heart of hearts. What? No fair! For some reason, Suzuha covers her face and with both hands. She opens her fingers just enough to peek at me. That's not enough to escape my power. I see everything, Amane Suzuha. Resistance is futile. Anyway, the IBN 5100 has a hidden function. It can decipher IBN's proprietary programming language, which was written before APL and BASIC became widespread. Isn't that surprising? Now I remember, John Teeters had the same thing in 2000. And right after that, the IBN engineer officially admitted to the function's existence. Now it's a dead programming language that can only be deciphered with an IBN 5100. The reason Teeter traveled to 1975 to obtain an IBN 5100 was because he needed that function. Maybe Moeka wants to use it too. Or maybe not. Shining Finger doesn't seem like the type who'd know about that sort of function. That's why IBN 5100s are so rare. While talking, Suzuha keeps dropping her glance down to the metal pin in her hand. She rolls it around in her fingers. I guess it's a habit of hers. So IBN 5100s are super rare. Maybe if I get one, I could sell it for a high price. That could be a good way to raise research funds. But first, I have to deal with CERN. I can't save here? Eh? Life in 2036 is very different from what it is today. Most people live on farms, grow their own food. All forms of commerce and communication are restricted. There's no travel, no internet, no railroad even. Most people never see another town, let alone a city. Science continues to advance, of course, but the vast majorities of people do not benefit from that progress. Technology belongs only to those chosen by CERN and the Committee of 300. It's very peaceful, at least on the surface. There is none of the conflict we see in this era. There's no war? How's that possible? How did CERN resolve the situation in the Middle East? What have you got against world peace? Sounds to me like CERN's doing humanity a favor. This Teeter guy stole a time machine from CERN, didn't he? He's the bad guy here, died in a fire terrorist scum. The world in 2036 is governed by CERN. All nations, even America, have disbanded their armies. To put it simply, the civilization has returned to the 18th century level of technology and exists under a communist system of government. Except now, the system works flawlessly. Right now, you should be asking yourselves, how is that possible? What does a system of government that collapsed in the 20th century... How does it exist in the 20th century? Fuck. Let's just reread. How does a system of government that collapsed in the 20th century exist without any discontent? The answer to that question is the reason I am here. Yes, I am a terrorist. Ooh. Ooh? There are others like me who fight against CERN. We think of ourselves as the resistance, but there is no denying that our actions are a kind of terrorism. Anyway, I want to hear about the many worlds interpretation. You said it's been proven in 2036. How? I knew you were a terrorist. How many have you murdered? What if my kids are among them? Maybe I should really kill your father, protect the future. Stop beating around the bush. Give us answers. You're one of those old men who participated in the student riots, aren't you? Filled your head with a bunch of bullshit, and now you can't tell fact from fiction, am I right? Delicious nationalist tears, lol, lol, lol. CERN probably figured it out. We've got a time machine to experiment with, right? That will make you no better than Teeter. If you're willing to face consequences, then go right ahead. Teeter, question, did World War III take place as scheduled? Why did you come to this particular time? Did you find an IBN 5100? Is John Teeter plugging for commies? I thought they went out of style years ago. I thought Teeter was crazy, but this Halloween guy is even crazier. Get a room, guys. Lol. World War III. Lamau. Isn't that supposed to be an IBN 5100 in Akiba? As I've already explained, my goal in this time is to change the future. I'm posting here to warn you of what's going to happen. Perhaps convergence will render my efforts meaningless, but if even one person pays attention, that's enough. World War III, is that something I said on a different world line? I would like to talk to you in private. Please email me when you have time. Of course, if anyone else would also like to email me, feel free. Serious inquiries only, please. All I've been getting is hate mail. Here's my address once more. John Teeter, E.G. Webb, NEJP. Alright. Good place to stop for Among Us. We did it. Wow. I do think the story is getting... We're still in the build-up, right? But the story's getting there. I think tomorrow we might be able to crack into something cool. Maybe. Spectro, why are you making that face? However, community night, 8:15. We are right on the dot. Okay?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do know. We are right on the dot for community night, so let's close this. Let's close this and start the playlist. It is actually 11. John? Give me a second. Get the murder playlist? I am. Right now. This is always how it starts. It's the time has come for Among Us and community shenanigans. Saturday night, Danganronpa returns. Good Steins session though, guys. I hope that the game gets a little bit more interesting soon. $8:15 right on the dot. I mean, I did put it in my stream channel that 8:15 was the time, or in my stream title rather. All right, let me get everything arranged, y'all. 3 stream titles, every Discord. God damn it. God damn it. Alright, I'm floating around in Among Us. So let's all gather there. I'll... Alright. Let's get it all set up, guys. This should be good tonight. I'm looking forward to this. I'm not even gonna make the lobby yet, because it will expire before people are ready. Well, actually, I kind of need to do it, don't I? I kind of need to. Not right now. Okay. I'm arranging. We are arranging. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, almost. Almost. Oh, I need to put on our Eligos blocker so that we don't get sniped. That's a good volume for the background music, right, guys? Alright, sending the spam invites. I should probably create the lobby so that we can sit in there, right? Oh, I need better crew link too.